welcome to my nighttime skin routine. Come and get ready with me and I will show you my nighttime favourite skincare products. So I got this new stand here and it's got lights on it. I'm going to turn the lights on and show you how bright it is now. How amazing. That is just so bright. I love it so much. I feel like when I'm going to do makeup tutorials and like when I do like TikTok videos and stuff, it's going to be so much better. I can't wait. The thing is though, I have to look like here to see myself, but I should be looking here because that's like right in view. I'm just going to take my makeup off because I've been in it for 9 hours maybe and it needs to come off. I just realised I've got my contacts in, so I'm going to have to go and grab them, take them out because I'm not washing my face with them. Do not wash your face with contacts in. It can make you blind. I don't want that, so never wash your face with the contacts in. I'm gonna go get my contact cleaner out, get my contacts out, and then I'll wash my face. Make sure you wash your hands beforehand. I have washed this out with my contact cleanser fluid solution, I don't know, but I've cleaned that out, so that's fine. And I'm not a person who can take out my contact lenses by just looking directly at the pupil and just pulling it. I have to look to the side, if that makes sense. I don't know how people do that, even when they're putting it in. I don't know how they put it in straight onto the pupil. I genuinely would cry. I just pull it down and then pinch slightly and it will come out like this, but I cannot look directly at it. I think my eyes would water too much. I've had these in for about 8 or 9 hours, so my eyes feel a little bit dry and a little bit sore, so it's nice to get them out and get them cleaned. Someone told me to try this from Primark. It's the Revitalising jelly cleanser. I don't know whether it really works. I don't know. It's nice to take your makeup off with. It says it's got hyaluronic acid in it, and it is nice, don't get me wrong. Like, I've been using it a few times, but I feel like I love the Inkey cleansing balm. I use that mostly for removing my makeup, and actually I've just been to get a facial, and the person who did my facial, she knows everything about skin, so I fully trust her like 1000%, and she's given me like a makeup removing cleansing routine, so I'm gonna take you along with me to go and buy new products soon, and then I can hopefully have like a brand new kit to remove my face and cleanse my face morning and night. I'm pretty on top of my skincare anyway. I do really take care of my skin. I try my best. I just try and apply this all over my face and really work into my skin, and then I use a muslin cloth to remove it. I've always used muslin cloths since I was like 14, just because I think they really work and they clear any buildup of dry skin and makeup, and it just makes my skin feel so smooth after it, and I just feel like it really does the job. I don't like using sponges and stuff, but I have about 40 different muslin cloths because I think they work really well. The good thing about this cleanser is I've used it a few times, and you can use it for your eye makeup, so it's not one that stings your eyes, and I've had a few that sting my eyes over the time, and it's one of those things that you find out when it happens. Oh my god, I look great. I was looking like at myself here, not in the camera, and that is crazy. I actually didn't see myself until that is a jump scare. That's crazy. So I just try and really buff this off my face, clear as much as I can off my face, and then I'll go in with a cleansing balm as well. I normally use, as I said, the Inkey products, but I've run out the past 3 days, and to be honest I just haven't had the time to go and grab new stuff, so I've been using like what is in the cupboard, and it's like affordable stuff, but it doesn't compare to the Inkey products that I use. I have a very strict regime and it definitely doesn't compare to that. I'll have to take you along with me and grab my usual cleansing bits. Now my face is like washed fully with the cleanser, I'm just going to go in with the cleansing balm just to make sure everything is fully off my face. I love cleansing balms, but they do leave your face feeling very coated and quite like you've got a layer of something on your face even after washing it off. So I go in afterwards with like an exfoliator, just like a light exfoliator, nothing too heavy, and this will just get rid of any of that excess cleansing balm that is still on my face. To be honest, I don't really wear that much makeup. I wear the Macau Beauty Flawless Glow. I've bought that for a while now. I love that with just a bit of contour and maybe highlighter, a bit of concealer, and then maybe just like a blusher, like a cream blusher. So I'm gonna do a video of like my all-time favorite products. These are affordable, you can get them on TikTok Shop, stuff like that. Like I can give you a list of what I love using, because I've said this before, I don't buy stuff just thinking, oh, it costs me £300, it must be amazing. I'll buy something that's like £4 if it works perfect. I'm gonna buy the £4 product. I am not a person who just thinks I will buy because of the name, because that's just not me. I'd rather save money. So I will definitely give you all like a little haul of my favorite products that I think are affordable, that will last you a long time and that actually work. Now I'm just gonna rinse this off because this is really oily, and even on my hands you can see how oily this product is, but it's massaged in really well. Don't know whether you can see still a bit of like the oily cleanser on my face, you might be able to, but I just go back in with a little light exfoliator, and sometimes I use the Inkey cleanser again just to go over my face, get rid of any oils that's left behind, because I don't want to put products on top of my face that are meant to hydrate my face, because I have really dry skin and it's not going to penetrate into my skin if that oil is still sitting on top. I always like to push in my products with my fingers. I feel like it warms the product up a lot and it really works well into the skin. And then when I do go in my muslin cloth, I'm not just wiping off my whole barrier of my skin with the muslin cloth, because it can be quite harsh sometimes. So if I do a lot of the work with my fingers, it just melts this product into the skin, and then it'll take off the excess with my face wash cloth. I just gently pat my face after this because I have washed it really well. So I just want to make sure when I'm patting it, drying it that way, then rubbing my skin. And of course I'm using a pumpkin towel because I'm obsessed with autumn and it's basically October, so why not? Let's get in the spirit. So you can see now there's not any oils on my skin still, it's just dry and matte now. So once my face is all dry and ready for my skincare, I go in with my Redlight wand. I got this from Primark, I think it was like £22 or something like this. There is different settings. So there's a Redlight setting, I use this, but it's like little electric shocks on your face, doesn't hurt, it's nothing like that, but it gets sensitive around these areas just because I think it's such fine skin. Around here, stuff like that, it's fine. It's just like the sensitive areas where there's very, very fine skin. And then if you press again, there's like a different colour. This is like purple and pink sort of, it looks sort of blue as well, but you can see it properly. I use that. And then there's like just the massager, I don't really use that. Then there's a blue, I don't really use the blue, I'm not gonna lie, but I just love the red. I know normally with products like this you can get the Medicube one as well, you use like an oil with it, but I tried it with this. Don't know whether because it's the more affordable version, it just stopped working. Like so, and it didn't come on for a while, so I've never used it again with like products on my face. I just use it dry, but I don't really touch my skin that much because I don't like the feeling of the electric shockness onto my skin. But can you hear that? Can you hear it? It's just like little buzzing noises. And even with your finger, it doesn't hurt. It's just like the sensitive areas that can feel like, oh, like little elastic bands. Other than that, it's fine. So I will just go over my skin like this. I just pull my skin a little bit taut and just dab it on. I don't move it around, especially because I'm not using any oil or anything underneath it. I just leave it for a few seconds on my skin in the areas that I want to use the most. But I use it around my eyes where I get like fine lines. When you get to here, you can feel it more. It doesn't hurt, it's just like a little electrical feeling. But it is more sensitive because it is finer skin. I go a lot around my eyes, quite a few times, just to make sure I'm targeting these areas. And then when I get onto my face, I just do the exact same, but I move up in an upwards motion. Doesn't hurt. I do my whole face. And I think I go on my face for about 5 to 10 minutes. I do this 1 to 2 times a week, but I mainly use it on my eye area because I noticed as I'm getting older, I do have more fine lines. I don't know if you can see my eye twitching. Wow, that was close up. That's crazy. I'm trying to do it this one. But I love this, and then I'll use my Redlight therapy mask as well. I use that on the red setting for 15 minutes, 1 to 2 times per week. And then I'll use it going down my neck. Once that is done, I will then move on to my skincare, and this is the skincare that I use for my nighttime routine. So about once a week, I use the number 7 hydration mask. I leave this on for about 10 minutes maybe. I only use this once a week after I cleanse when my skin feels really tight and dry. When you have skin like mine, it's not dry as in flaky, there's no flakes, there's no extra dry skin, it's just dry in general. And I love using this just to give it that extra boost of hydration at night. So I just use about 1 to 2 pumps. You get quite a bit in one pump, to be honest, so you could get away with 1 pump. I just coat my whole face in this. So I'll just pop this all over my face, especially on my forehead. That's where I get dry the most. And then I will leave this on for 10 minutes and then wipe it off. I don't cleanse it off, I just wipe it off with a cotton pad, and then the excess will just soak into my skin throughout the night. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes now. I'm just gonna wipe this off with a cotton pad. As I said, I don't take this off and cleanse my face. I just take it off with a cotton pad and then leave the excess to just soak into my skin. I just feel like when I leave that extra little bit on, it really does help throughout the night. I'm then going to go in with the Inkey Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Always use this day and night. I have for a long time, for a couple of years now. I just love it so much, and I feel like it genuinely does do the job. I just put this all over my face. I suffer with PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I get a lot of hair that grows on my face, especially in this area. I don't know whether you can see, but I have a lot of scarring and redness due to plucking, waxing. I do have a lot of scarring there, and I really get a lot of hair here, but the hair that does come, it is thick black hair and it's very coarse. I just try and pluck it or wax it whenever I can, and I think that also contributes to the dryness of my skin. So I will let that soak into my skin for about 5 to 10 minutes, then I will go in with my other products. So I've used the Glowkiz products maybe over a year now, maybe just under a year, over a year, something like that. Love them, absolutely love them. I love using the Repair and Revitalise Sleep Cream. This is gorgeous. This is so thick and nourishing of a night. So there is a body cream as well that I do like applying on my arms and my legs, just because it really is that thick. You can feel it in the morning. The first time I tried this, the next morning my skin felt as though none of the products had came off, and it was really worked well into my skin, so I love this. I also use the Defying Hydra cream, and there's an eye rejuvenation cream as well. Love them, love these products, always have, still use them. So I'm just gonna pop a good amount onto my skin and really work this. The smell as well, it's so beautiful. I just feel like when it's on my skin, I know that it's working and doing the job. I have made videos about this product before, but I love it so much. I've used these for a while, and I think if I run out, I'm definitely needing to grab a few more because it is gorgeous on the skin. And sometimes when you get products for your face, I feel like it's either a water-based product or it's oily, and the oily ones just slip off. The water-based products I don't feel do enough. I've had a few products like that I just don't feel they work as well and sink into your skin, but these products really do the job and they really soak into your skin. It's like your skin just absorbs all that moisture that is needed, and it's especially good for skin like mine when it's just on the drier side. I let that go into my skin a little bit just to absorb any extra product. So I'm going to go back in with my Glowkiz night cream. I just can't go wrong with this. It's so thick and creamy, it's lovely. I do apply a generous amount of this, but you will feel the benefits of your skin the next morning, how nourished and alive your skin feels. I really pull this down to my chest just to make sure you're getting it all, because you don't want to finish just at your face or your neck. You want to make sure you're pulling this down and working it into your chest, because your chest sees as much sunlight as your face does, and I want to make sure that my skin absorbs the most it can through the night. I really push this into my skin. I do this a lot with my products. I make sure I'm pushing it right into my skin and working it really well through my face, neck and my chest. I do have one little pimple on my cheek, so I'm gonna apply a little pimple patch. I'm just gonna